Hi everyone, today we're going to go over graphing linear inequalities. So here's an example problem. It says y is less than or equal to x plus 2, and we need to graph this inequality. So I have 3 steps for all types of inequalities, and we're just going to follow these 3 steps to graph this inequality. So first it says replace the inequality sign with an equal sign. So we're going to get y equals x plus 2. And we're just going to graph this y equals x plus 2 line, and that's what we've been doing for the past videos. So this is y equals mx plus b. So we know the slope is m is 1, and we know that b, or y-intercept, is 2. So the y-intercept is 2, and the slope is 1, so we're going to go up 1 and to the right 1, or we can go down 1 and to the left 1. And we just keep drawing these dots, and we're going to connect them. Change that to black line. So I'm just going to connect these lines. Okay. And when we graph the line, we have to remember whether we're going to make it a straight solid line or a dotted line. And this would be a solid line because it says y is less than or equal to, which means it also includes this line. And this line should go there. It should also include this line. But if it's a dotted line, it's sort of the same meaning as an open dot. It would mean it's not including the values on the line. So then we're going to shade the graph in. And in order to shade the graph, so the answers could either be this side of the graph or this side of the graph. And in order to determine which one, we are just going to choose any point on either side. So let's say I choose 0, 0 because it's right there. So I'm going to plug in 0, 0 to the inequality and see if it actually works. So it's 0 is less than 0 plus 2. 0 is less than or equal to 2. And is that correct? And since that is right, that means 0, 0 is a solution. And so this whole side right here is going to be the answer. So we're going to shade this side in. And we can also see that y, and if you don't want to do this method, another method would just be to think of it like y is less than or equal to x plus 2. And if this line is the x plus 2 line, then y is anything below that. So that means anything in this region right here would be the answer. And remember, it's including this line here. So it's anything including the line because it's less than or equal to. So we have another example right here. It says graph 2x plus 3y is greater than 6. So first we're going to replace the greater than sign with an equal sign. So it's 2x plus 3y equals 6. And we're going to graph this, and I would probably go with the intercept method for this. So x-intercept, y equals 0, so 2x equals 6 and x equals 3. So the x-intercept is x equals 3. And the y-intercept, or when x equals 0, is 3y equals 6 and y equals 2, so the y-intercept is 2. So then we're just going to connect these lines, and we're going to make a line. But we have to remember right here that the inequality sign is greater than, and it's not greater than or equal to. So that means it's going to be a dotted line. So we're just going to draw the line like this. And it's a dotted line because it's any value that's not including this line. So then in order to determine which side we're going to shade, we're going to choose a point, and 0, 0 is easy. So I'm just going to plug in 0, 0 into the inequality above. So we get 0 plus 0 is greater than 6. 0 is greater than 6. And this is false. This is not true. Therefore, this side of the line is not the answer, and we're going to shade the other region of the line. And we can also check by choosing a random number here. So I'm just going to choose this 2, 2 value here and just check if that satisfies this inequality. So I'm going to plug 2, 2 inside. And we get 4 plus 6 is greater than 6. 10 is greater than 6. And that is true, which means that we were correct about this side being the answer to the question. And another way we could think of this, instead of choosing a random point to plug in, we could change this first equation to the y equals mx plus b form. So let's take 2x plus 3y equals 6 and do 3y equals negative 2x plus 6, and y equals, sorry, we should have done the inequality sign here. So it would be this, and we're going to divide by 3, so negative 2/3 x plus 2. So that was our equation in y equals mx plus b form. And here we have y is greater than this value, and since this value is negative 2/3 x plus 2, this would be this dotted line. Anything above that is the answer, and so anything above this line is the answer. And we have it's a dotted line, once again, because of this greater than sign. Okay. Now we're going to graph systems of inequalities, and this is when you're given two different inequalities and you have to find the overlapping or the solution of them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to graph each inequality separately. So I'm going to start with this one first. So I'm going to make that we're going to replace it with an equal sign. Then I'm just going to graph this. So the y-intercept is 3 and the slope is 2, so it's negative 1, 2, 1, sort of like this. And since it's this greater than sign, I'm just going to do a dotted line all the way through. And since it's y is greater than 2x plus 3, we're going to choose all points that are above this line. And I'm going to shade this above this line in. And we could also check by choosing a point to plug in, but I'm just going to, I'm not going to do that right now. And then I'm going to graph this inequality. So we have y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1, and I'm just going to graph this equation, so 1, and the slope is negative 1/2, so drops down 1 and moves 2 to the right, drops down 1, moves 2 to the right, or it can go up 1 and move 2 to the left. And since this is also a less than sign and not less than or equal to, we're just going to draw a dotted line. And since its y is less than this value, anything below the line is going to be the solution. So right here. In order to find the solution, we are just going to find the overlap of these two lines. And as we can see, this part overlaps with both the red and the orange line. So this whole part is going to be the solution. And the solution would be this whole blue shaded area, but not including these dotted lines, because the dotted, it says less than and it says greater than, and not less than or equal to, or less than or greater than or equal to. Okay, thank you for watching.